Hey traders, hope you all having an awesome weekend. So a weekly update here for you guys, and it's going to be very beneficial for you if you are going to watch the first part of the video. If you want to skip it, you can always skip it to the timestamp you can see in the timeline. So in the first part of the video, I'm going to talk about few trades I have personally taken. I'm going to show you my stop losses. I'm going to show you the winners, the losers, and how we entered the trades according to the rules using this area of values I've sent to the members and I've personally used for my own trading, so that you can understand the concept of trading, so that you can also understand the power of taking your trades with exact rules. I also have 3 announcements to make. It's actually 2. One is disclaimer. So number 1, I might be doing live session on Wednesday where we're going to do some technical analysis. I'm going to go through the charts with you. You can ask me questions, whatever you are trading. We're going to go through all the pairs, commodities, and all the technical analysis we're going to do. But along with that, we're also going to do some fundamental analysis as we have Fed interest rate decision on Wednesday. So that's why IronFX will be joining me. He will talk about mostly fundamentals. So if you're interested, I will schedule a stream shortly after today's video. Make sure you click on notify so that you won't miss the live session. Number 2, a disclaimer. All my analysis are for education purposes. So please do not use my analysis for your trading. Otherwise, trust me, it will be really bad for you, because I don't know about your risk capital. I don't know how you trade. This is just my opinion and this is just how I personally take my trade. I just want to show you the price action so that you can understand and learn trading rather than just guessing in the market. Use this analysis for education purposes. Use it to do backtesting, but don't use this analysis as a signals, because I always say signals cannot make you fortunes, but right education can. If you have full knowledge, if you're already trading, and if you have good experience, even if you are a newbie, you're just starting out, just watch this analysis as an extra confidence so that you know the directions of the market, you know the possible predictions, but it is just for purely for educational purposes. Do not take it as any sort of trading advice. If you really want to learn trading, if you really want to learn trading with the full basics to the advanced level, then I have this premium plan where you can learn everything and able to take your own trading decisions rather than just relying on signal. Now, another thing I want to mention here, I used to do priority DMs on Instagram, which I'm going to stop from now on, because sometimes it gets really busy that I miss out on your DMs, and sometimes I'm also talking to my students. I get tons of emails from my students. I have to reply them, as it's also the part of the course, which is my private mentorship. I need to mentor them as well. So that is why sometimes I can miss your DMs. So that is why if you have any question, if you are my priority member, if you are just watching my video on YouTube, I'll be now taking your emails, which will be at support@moneymarkets.net, and I'll reply your emails personally if you have any sort of trading related questions. But if you DM me on Instagram, please don't expect a reply straight away. My schedule gets really busy. I need to do my personal trading and I need to do mentorship for my students, and of course I record daily videos, and I'll be also starting a live sessions for members so that if you have any questions, you can get your reply right there and then at the live stream. So these are very important updates I need to give you before I start my analysis. Now, it was a crazy week, and I also want to mention that natural gas is one of my favorite commodity that runs nicely with technical analysis. Now, after that, I rank the other commodities like coffee, copper. They also work fine with technical analysis. But if you're trading gold, I would say it is average for technical analysis. It also work mostly on fundamentals. But crude oil is my least favorite for technical analysis. Crude oil runs heavily with fundamentals. So that is what I want to talk about. If you watch my commodity analysis, just to let you know, my most favorite is natural gas, and that is what I trade most of the time if I get my technical signals. As I'm a technical trader, I do look at fundamentals. If there is some major news events, I look at it, but that will not stop me to take my trading decisions if I get any sort of technical signals. So let's start with a trade I've taken this week. Now I want to show you the confluences I look at when I take my personal trades. Number 1, right here. So I took this trade, a nice uptrend, and we had some nice technical signals out of this pair. We had a nice entry here. We had a nice entry here. And then I had a third entry, which is right here, and that was also sent in the priority group. Now, I sent this trade alert just to show you the confluences, why I'm taking the trade. It is not to be used as a signal services. Otherwise, trust me, it might be one of the losing trade you get from me. But on the other side, I'm taking the exact same trades, exact same method, and that can be a winner, which you do not receive as a trade alert. For example, I took this trade, a winner. I took this trade, a winner. But then I've sent this trade in a trade alert that was a loser. So a losing trade here this week I want to show you, and also to let you know that it is not a signal services. If you are looking to join priority group, make sure you learn from this pattern. Make sure you look at the other trades, exactly the same condition where I send you in the trade alert, so that you can learn from it rather than just using it as a signal services. So I want to show you a trade I took in a nice uptrend. All my conditions met, bullish engulfer, above 50 and a 20 EMA, nice uptrend, but that was a losing trade, and that is also a reality of trading. We can't have all the winning trades. Right here, so this was a trade I have shown in last weekend's video, and I've mentioned that I'm still in the trade, and that time the price was here. Now a very good example of not getting panic. So let me show you the trade, the zone that I've sent to the members, and we were prepared to enter this trade. We had a nice swing high bearish engulfing pattern. Now look at this pattern. It will be very similar pattern for the trade I have taken for the natural gas. A very good example of that, conditions I'm talking about, so that you can learn from my analysis what I talk in every single video. You know that this is a valid signal, and if I see a signal like this in the other commodity, in the other market, that happens at the area of value, that happens at the counter trading zone at the uptrend, and then the uptrend is about to reverse, give us a nice bearish, swing high bearish engulfing pattern, a good example of that. So let me show you the zone I've sent to the members 2 weeks ago. So right here, I've sent the zones for wheat on 15th of October this month, and right here, if you see, we were prepared to take our trades from the trend continuation zone bearish, and I've mentioned that I'll be looking for a valid condition for my sell trade if I get that. Now right here, I've also mentioned in my last video that I'm still in the trade, and that time the price was here. Yes, we had a swing high bearish engulfing pattern that engulfs the green candles, that engulfs the buyers that we are going to push down. The 180R target is hit already, but I have chose to enter with a bigger target with my personal choice. So price is pushing lower, and let's see how it goes. Nice one. So at this point, I did not get panic when the price started to push back up. Now I have my stop loss set right here. The worst case scenario is the price will hit my stop loss. Now if I keep on exiting my trade with the fear something like this, then my losses will be greater than my profits. So that is why once I enter my trade, I always keep it running until it hit my stop loss or take profit. But if you see the price pushes up, yes, a moment of panic, but I did not get panic. That is how the professional traders trade, and then price eventually push lower, nicely hitting my take profit. So good example of being patient, good example of entering the trade with the conditions that happened, and the good example that we prepared to take this trade, and when the price was in the area of value, we've been waiting for a couple of weeks, only then we enter the trade. There is no need to be trading if you have no conditions in the market, otherwise you're just gambling, not trading. Now the other trade I've sent in the Telegram channel, my free Telegram channel, where I've sent this trade alert and why I took this trade. Now for this trade, I did not make any money. I came out in a break even. I'm going to tell you why. So for now, the price was trading lower nicely. As you can see, the price broke below a new trend, and now all I was looking for a good condition for sell trade, a nice condition here. Price pushes up, trading nicely below 50 EMA. All is going perfectly fine, and now I had another condition which is right here, and I've sent in the free Telegram channel. We have a nice downtrend. Price is trading below 50 EMA. So why not ride with the trend and just take sell trade? So at this point, I entered my trade here, and I set my take profit was hit here. Then I moved my take profit further down to manage my trade. Unfortunately, the price pushes back up from here, and it put me out at a break even right here. That was my stop loss set at the break even, because I wanted to ride down with the trend. If the price would have pushed lower, hit my take profit, in that case I would have just pushed my take profit further down, secure this profit, and keep on doing that if I were able to catch the trend. But that is how the trading works. Sometimes it goes in your favor, sometimes it reverses, sometimes you come out in a break even. The motive is to grab as much as profits as you can and less losses as you can. Right here, then I took this trade personally. Now the reason I say the priority group is not a signal group, because I've just shown you one example of the trade alert where I have same conditions like this, and we had exact same condition like this. That is how you learn from the trade alert if you are my priority members, and if you are there for a while, then you know what conditions I'm looking at for the trending market and for the pullback entry. So price is trading below, nicely below 50 EMA, below 20 EMA, and I got a chance with a pullback right here. That was my entry at the close, and price pushes up, a moment of panic, but I did not get panic as I have my stop loss set. But eventually, as you can see, the price pushes lower, hitting my take profit nicely, and I was out of this trade successfully. Then this was a trade alert I've sent to the members. Now again, a disclaimer, do not enter this trade because this trade is still running. I don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to hit my stop loss, if it's going to hit my take profit, but this is the trade alert I've sent to the members and a zone sent to the members as well right here. So I've sent the zones and prepared them that I'll be looking to enter my buy trades if I see a condition. So we were waiting for that and we got a condition right here. We got a condition of nice double bottom pattern right here. I entered here, it pushes up near to my take profit, then it came back down. Now I did not exit my trade early with the fear that it's going to hit my stop loss. If it hits my stop loss, that's totally cool. I've already managed to get some good trades. If I keep on doing that, then it will hinder my risk to reward ratio, and if I just put all my money here, then if I blow up my account here, I won't be able to take the other nice trades and other nice opportunities. That is why it's very important to stay under your risk tolerance. Now I want to show you two commodities trade I have taken personally. The number one, we have gold. Now I have one successful trade here for gold right here, a minor double top. I took this $23 profit, but I was also waiting for another trade which is a double top pattern right here, a good double top pattern I've entered here that hit my stop loss of $20. That is fine. I'm still up for $3. That is what I mean by keeping your stop loss, staying under your risk. You put all your money here, you won't be able to get another opportunity to take a good winning trade. A losing trade for gold here, which is totally cool. I'll look for a good next good opportunity. I'm going to talk about gold analysis in the analysis part of the video, so hang in there. We're going to talk about that in a very short while. Then I took this natural gas trade. Now if you follow me, you know what entry condition is. That a nice aggressive entry here. We have an aggressive entry here. If you are trading on this chart on capital.com, a nice swing high bearish engulfing pattern. Now I've mentioned that a wheat trade I've taken. Can you see the exact condition here? You see a nice swing high bearish pattern here on wheat. I've entered this trade, a winner, and then we have a nice swing high bearish pattern here on nat gas. So exact conditions, I've entered this trade, and as you can see, I've kept my stop loss above the wick. I'm going to go through full analysis very shortly in the second part of the video. It's a good winning trade after a losing trade in a gold. So that is what I was talking about. If you blow up everything in your gold trade, you won't be able to take this trade as well. So that is why very important to follow a good risk management. So if you are my priority member, if you're looking to join the priority group, you get these zones every week for commodities, for forex, for indices, so that you are prepared to take your trades. You only look for buy trades if the price is trading above 50 EMA. If the price is below 50 EMA, you're only going to take sell trade until the price hits your level of support. If you're above, you're only going to take buy trade until the price is the level of resistance. So that is how we take the trades in the priority group, and that is how I mentioned that in my every single video. So you get this zone so that you can able to take your own trading decisions. Test that. Do not use it as a signal. Use it for your education purposes. Use it for the extra confidence. If you're already a trader, you know that these are the zones you'll be looking at to take your counter trades, or you can expect some possible bounce out of. And with that, of course, you get an entry example from me. Exact same entries I'm personally taking, I've just shown, so that you can look for the same conditions if you want to follow my method of trading. That is how you can able to learn rather than just guessing in the market. And also to mention that I'll be doing live sessions with my members only, so that if you have any questions for the week, once you get these zones, I'll do a live stream so that we can talk about these zones, what to expect from these zones throughout the week. That is why I'm going to stop the DM services on Instagram, so that if you have any questions, you can watch the recorded session and look for the conferences accordingly. Then we had coffee here. I've sent these zones to the members to take a look if the price pushes up and hit the zone, and look for a condition from here, and price did fall from the zone, a nice push down from the area of value. That is how you look for the confluences in the market for the possible trades. And then we have two good trades out of indices. Number one, we have German 40. Now you see how nicely we are looking for the conditions for the market. How nicely we're taking the trade with conditions. The price was here. It broke below recently. Let me show you something right here. So it was on daily time frame, the price just broke below, and all we were looking for the pullback to take over trades. So on a smaller time frame, we were looking for the entries, and we have a nice pullback followed by the spin bar. We had bearish engulfer, and how nicely the price pushed lower, and we were waiting for the price to pull back up, and we did not enter blindly just by looking at the little pullback and we say, oh, let's start selling here, price is going to fall from here. But instead we had a rule to sell when the price hit the zone. If not, we are not going to take our trades. Similar example here on Australia 200 Right here, as you can see, we were prepared for the price to pull back up, and I've said that this is a level that I'll be looking to enter if we have a pullback to this level on a smaller time frame that was broken. The recent support that's going to act as a likely trend continuation zone, bearish, and as you can see, AUS 200, we had a nice pushback, push up, followed by swing high, bearish engulfer. Now remember this example on commodities, a swing high candle, a bearish candle that nicely pushed the price lower from the zone. We've already prepared to take over trades, and that is how we take the trades with conditions, and that is how we use the zones to take the counter trades or the trend continuation trades. So that's it for the first part of the video, and I hope you got a value out of it. And if yes, hit a like button for me. If you're new, subscribe so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. So with that said, let's start with analysis, starting with nat gas, gold, silver, and crude oil. Right, so what do we have here? So as mentioned in my couple of videos ago, in my last video, I've said that price is in an uptrend and we can get a possible push up and hit of the zone above right here, possible to the recent high, and that has happened. Now, there is also a formation of double top. A push down was expected. Now, I've already sent these zones to the members in my few reports before, and as you can see, this zone was sent to the members already on 15th of October, actually even before that, but right here in all three platforms. If you're trading on NEMEX, it just hit recently on NEMEX. Right here, the zone was already sent there, and as you can see, we had a nice swing high bearish candle that pushed the price lower. So that is how we look for the conditions. We look for the zones to take over trades, and now we had a nice double top on daily time frame, and we had a nice condition on 4-hour time frame with nice bearish engulfing candle that pushed the price lower. Now again, I don't see any good setups for nat gas, but I can see a nice uptrend still on a daily time frame. We can get a possible pullback to this zone, which is not too far, which is 2.961 goes up to 3.063. We can get a pullback to this zone, and we can get a possible push up again. So what I'll be looking at, I'll be looking at possible buy trades on 4-hour time frame only, and I will also keep an eye here on the previous high, and I will only look for next buy trend continuation trade. Means I will look for a trend continuation and uptrend only when the price makes a new high right here, which we already get on capital.com. If you got a signal here, we already get a new high, means we have a signal that price wants to head higher, but it did not close above. So I want to see a candle to close above completely for my next trend continuation trade. So we are still in an uptrend on all three platforms. Right here on NEMEX, number in blue, right here on capital.com. If you are trading on Oanda, right here the number in blue, here on capital.com, right here the number in blue. This is your resistance level. So coming back on 4-hour time frame. So all I'm looking at on 4-hour time frame, just buy trade. So price had just made a new high right here from this high, and now we are in the process of a pullback. Now we have already captured a profit from this pullback right here. All I want to see a hit of the zone below, which is right here the number in blue, and if I get a reason to enter, which is red and green candle, that is my valid pullback entry. If I get this reason, something like this, a nice bullish engulfer, let me zoom that up. If I get an entry like this, a bullish engulfer, in that case I will take long trade. So keep an eye here. All I want to see a push down to the zone, possibly within this zone, followed by a bullish engulfer, or we can get a red and green candle, a bigger green candle than the previous candle. If that happens, we have a buy signal, and I will take another long and keep on taking longs till the price hit the recent high, and look for the next condition once the price break and close above this high. So keep on taking longs until I see a buy pullback condition. So not selling net gas as long as we are above 50 EMA, we are above 20 EMA, and in a nice uptrend. I might look for a little scalp for sell trade if I get another condition like a double top, or if I get a condition something like a bearish engulfing pattern, something like this, a swing high bearish engulfing pattern, just for a little scalp before the price will head higher. The price normally give a nice pullbacks before the price head higher. So that is why we have these zones to look for the pullback, grab the profits in an uptrend, and ride along with the trend. So that is how I take my personal trade, and that is how I look for the conditions. Exactly the same on Oanda. Look for the condition like bullish engulfer. If we have that, we are good to go long for another trade. Next buy trade will be above this high. Sell trade if I get a condition within the zone I've just mentioned. Here on NEMEX, look for the buy conditions. If we have a condition like bullish engulfer, must be above 50 EMA. If that happens, I'm only going to take my buy trade till I see a reason to enter within this resistance. I'm going to mention the next resistance zone, which is right up there. I want to redo the zones. Once the price break above this high, we're going to look for the next zone, and I'll update you guys accordingly in my next videos. Right here on gold. Gold has just broken above the level of major resistance, and now this resistance will turn support. So all I'm looking at, I'm paying attention to these both zones. I've sent these zones to the members already. You should have these zones on your charts. So the zone below, which is right here, that has been broken. 1965.65 goes up to 1979.07. from where I want to look for my buy trades. Now there are two ways I'll enter my trade. One is with a pullback of few candles followed by bullish engulfer. For the less aggressive entry, it can hit the zone below right here, followed by bullish engulfer. If it doesn't, it must be above 50 EMA with a pullback followed by bullish engulfer. Wherever I get above 50 EMA, I'll take my long trade. Or with the Fibonacci tool, I calculate my pullbacks from the high of this candle to the zone right here. Now, if I have another green candle above, I will adjust my Fibonacci tool something like this. If not, I'll keep it like this and look for the pullback to 50% retracement. This will be my buy limit order, and targets will be 1 ATR, which is $10, and then I will manage it till 1.618 retracement. That is also aligning with the next level of resistance, from where I'll be looking to enter my sell trade with bearish engulfers or my double top entry condition. Now, if the price pushes hard to the next level of resistance, it is right here. 2034 goes up to 2052. I know that's a big zone, but I'll be looking for my sell trades once the price hit the zone above with my bearish engulfer and double top entry condition. It is a very good level, and I'm expecting some very good push down once the price hit the zone and give me a reason to enter my sell trade. Like I just mentioned, if I have that, I'm going to take my sell trade with condition. For now, I'm just looking for my buy trades followed by the conditions with a pullback, bullish engulfer for the less aggressive trader, or with a pullback to 50% retracement, buy limit order for aggressive trading. So that's what I'm looking at for gold at this point. Silver is pushing up, and all I'm looking at my pullback entry. So I won't be entering silver until the price pushes up above this high. I want to see a pullback followed by bullish engulfer. If that happens, I want to keep on taking my long trades till the price at the next level of resistance, which is right up there. 24.26 goes up to 24.70, from where I'll be looking to enter my sell trade with bearish engulfers, double top, 382 candles, inverted hammers, whatever you want to call it. So I'm only looking for buy trades for silver for now. No condition for silver till the price break above this high, and I start to look for my buy conditions. So I'm only paying attention to the zone above for my sell trades. For now, silver is bullish, only looking for buy trades. So last one, we have crude oil. I've already mentioned that we can get some bounce out of crude oil, and that has happened. As you can see, I've mentioned in my last video, and let's see what I've said so that we can connect the dots from there. As you can see, if we have this green candle closed as a green candle, in that case we can expect some bounces, which can be $1 bounce before the price can push lower again. And if the price push lower, I'll keep my rejection zone ready. Nice one. Like I mentioned, that's crude oil is not one of my favorite commodity to trade technically, but it runs sometime nicely for the patterns like double tops, head and shoulder, double bottoms. If I see this pattern, only then I try to take my trades. Otherwise, for the pullback entry, I just normally try to avoid crude oil because it runs heavily with fundamentals. So for now, we had a bounce as expected. All I'm looking at the zone below, which is right here, the blue zone, the number in blue. If we have a pullback to my zone, which I'm expecting now, if I have that, we have a very good double bottom pattern, something like this. If we have that, I'm going to take my buy trade. I'll look for the condition like bullish engulfers in this pattern, something like this. If I see that, a pin bars, 382 candle, I'm going to take my long trade, keep my stop loss below, take profit wherever you want to take it. I'm not taking any trade for crude oil until the price is in this zone, or if the price completely break above 50 EMA and start to push higher, and then I'll look for my sell trades from the zone above, which is 93.05, goes up to 95.09, from where I want to see my sell condition for with bearish engulfers or double top entry condition, inverted hammer, 382 candle, or my bearish condition from the zone above for sell trade. Otherwise, buy from here, sell from here. That's what I'm looking at for crude oil. So that's it for commodities, guys. Hope you got a value out of my videos, and hope you're enjoying a weekend. Make sure you subscribe if you're new so that you won't miss daily analysis for commodities, indices, and forex sometime as well. So hope you trade green rest of the week. See you guys in the next video. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.